Welcome to our class. We have two topics today. First, how to access Docker container from the outside network. Second, port mapping behind-the-scene knowledge. Log into Box. First topic, how to access Docker container from outside network. Previous class, I only access the JT inside the Docker container. Let us refresh our memory how to access the JT inside the container. Docker container run, -d detach mode, running container in the behind thread, container name, web, container image. JT is running. Found container IP. Docker network inspect default bridge. We didn't add any network specification on the Docker run command, so the container will be added to the default bridge network. (172.17.0.2) is our container IP. Use exec command, login container inside. There is no default index page, that's why we run into 404, page no found. That's no issue. For Docker default IP, Docker 0. Cannot access from Docker 0. Try access from Docker host box IP. Both IP cannot access. Stop container. Second topic, port mapping. By default, when you create or run container, use Docker created or Docker run. It doesn't publish port to the outside world. To make port available to service outside of Docker, use the -publish or -p flag. This created a firewall rule which mapping a container port on the Docker host to the outside world. For example, mapping Docker host port 99999 to container port 8080. Run the command. This is port mapping information, or we can call port publish information. Host port to container port. (231) is Docker host network IP. Port number is 99999. We are able to access the container use the outside IP. Try from browser. Same result. Stop container. Published flag can publish multiple outside port to one container port. For example, mapping 99999 to 8080 also can mapping 9998 to 8080. Also, we are able to declare which protocol we want to use. For example, port publish rule only for the TCP protocol. Also, you can mapping to the UDP, doesn't matter. This based on your requirement. First, we try 999 port. Same as before. Try other port. Same result. Docker PS shows the running container information. Under the ports, there is a 2 ports mapping information. What is behind the scene for the port publish? Actually, Docker add a rule in the IP tables. Use this IP tables to forward the request from end user. To check the IP tables, I have to switch to the root user. In behind the scene, Docker Engine add 2 rules in the IP tables. There are 2 rules. One, map the port information from 9998 to 8080. Second, from 9999 to the 8080. The protocol is TCP. Any source access the port 9998 IP tables. IP tables will be forward the request to the container web port 8080. That is behind the scene for the publish port. Thank you for watching. See you in next class.